Hello and welcome to the Hope Hotline. There is a theme with all of us. Turn you guys on.
Okay.
We're ready.
Fearless.
Hold on. Somebody else is
Yeah,
coming.
there she is. She had to wear the shirt. Keep coming. Come all the way over. This one. There it is.
We're ready to go.
Yes. I'm so excited.
Question is, are you?
Yeah. Are you? I've got a
Are you?
commercial. Want me to cut to it?
Cut right to it,
Let's
sister.
do it. Let's do it.
What are you afraid of? That you're not enough? That you won't get better? That the loss is too deep to recover from? That what was broken in your family might never be whole again? Fear can grip you silently through betrayal, through grief, through questions that go unanswered. But you don't have to carry it alone. At the Beloved Ladies Conference, Fearless, you'll find space to breathe again. To be honest, to meet God in the middle of what still hurts. You may walk in heavy, but you won't walk out the same.
Woohoo.
Yep. If you loved last year, you are going to love this year. And I have to say, the decorating team, which Vanessa's a part of, she came in hot.
She did. She did.
She literally walked in right
Yeah,
as...
I literally
Just sat down.
stopped my latest project.
Thank you.
I was like, all right, with 2 minutes to spare.
That was good.
Yeah.
No, that was good.
I'm ready to go.
I wish I could give you guys a sneak peek, but just know once you walk into this place, you're going to be blown away.
It's exciting.
God never fails.
Never.
Just takes it to the next level every time.
It really does.
He really does. So, and what I love is it's never like what you would see at Hobby Lobby. Do you know what I'm
No.
saying? Like,
Nope.
not that Hobby Lobby's bad, because I actually love Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
I was just there yesterday.
But it's also cookie cutter,
Yeah.
It's just like
Yeah.
cutesy.
Yeah.
Listen, I got Hobby Lobby stuff at my house
Yeah.
right now because, I didn't know how to decorate it, so I just threw stuff up after Hurricane Ian. And I haven't figured out how I want to decorate it. So it's going to stay like that for right now.
fair.
I could give a rip
Yeah, I
what my
know.
house looks like as far as decoration. I lost everything.
Right. Right.
Everything was torn down. So I'm like, everything's hitting the trash. But I'm just trying to save Hobby Lobby.
Oh my gosh. No, but it's
Listen,
like
Hobby
going
Lobby
into
is
a,
not hurting. Okay,
Right, exactly. It's like going into a model home. Like, it's pretty, but it's not yours. It's not like
It's not home.
yeah, it's not like I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just
It's
It's
like what you see in
sterile.
everybody else's
Sterile.
house.
It's
But this
sterile.
time, but every single time we decorate,
yeah.
it's all organic. It's all like stuff you wouldn't see.
Yeah. Eclectic.
No,
What
I
did
don't
you
know if
say?
that's
Eclectic?
I don't know. What I mean is it's its own
I did it.
original. It's an original. We
okay.
didn't go and pick up something and then
Eclectic theme.
I don't
Eclectic
know what
means,
eclectic
like,
means. I don't
When you
think
pull
that's
things
it.
from different
Unique,
places.
Yeah, but it's all different.
But
If that's eclectic,
think that's
this is
eclectic.
all on theme.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah.
If you look at Friends, their dining room table was all different chairs,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
That's eclectic.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
don't know how to
not
spell
where
it.
everything
Ask in chat.
is.
Cohesive.
I have to have cohesive. I have to have theme.
Yeah, so it's like a room decorated with a mix of modern, vintage, and bohemian elements. So there's just lots of different elements. But ours isn't. Ours has like a theme. And yeah,
It
not eclectic.
it will always
guys.
have a theme.
Yes. But it's easier that way too. Because
Oh,
you just
yeah.
stay on the vision.
Oh yeah.
And then everybody loves a good theme.
And you know what? God is not the author of confusion.
Correct. So we're
And
staying
we-
biblical.
And we reflect our Father.
We do. Because the posture of our heart really matters for
It
these
really
things.
does.
Yes. And
Oh
our
my
tribe
gosh.
wants to have a
Can
theme.
we unpack this?
Let's unpack it right now. This is what Hope
Way
was
to
waiting
make this
for.
thing go
was a
super
springboard.
super spiritual.
Yeah.
Decorating went super spiritual,
Yes, it did.
and then horribly arc.
Oh my gosh, true.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's what we do.
It's pretty bad. But it looks so good. I'm like, if you come just to see how nicely decorated it is,
Worth it.
or how amazing it is.
Can I share this story?
Yes.
Okay, I'm talking with Hope
Yeah.
in the sanctuary.
Okay.
I don't know
And
what story. but go ahead.
the AC guy comes
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was blown away. Almost like we
Aw.
took his breath away.
Oh my god.
Then we invited his mother.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, and then I invited every single woman in his life to come.
I love that.
He's single, but he could meet somebody.
Oh wait, he's single?
Tell him to
Does
come to
he
church
love
on
the
Sunday.
Lord?
We've invited him. It's a work in progress.
Okay.
They could use the Lord.
Okay.
Great people.
Yeah. But
Okay.
he was like, "Can I see the foyer?" Like he wanted to see all of it.
Aw.
Yeah, he was like, "This is amazing. I've never seen anything like it." And I'm like,
Yep.
You know it's good when a man,
Man
notices it.
notices.
Like when a
Well,
man
last night,
stops-
2 men from the men's hub, they didn't know that there was no men's hub last night, and they walked in and they were like shocked
blown away. They were like, "Whoa, what's going on? Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yep.
whoa, whoa."
because they never come to the conference. Because when you walk, by the time Sunday rolls around, everything
Yeah.
is torn down.
Right.
So
Yeah.
True. Maybe we need to leave it up. Have Pastor Tom preach with it behind him.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny.
It wouldn't bother him at all. What are you talking about?
That would bother
Well.
me.
it would bother you.
Yeah.
Why?
If we still set up.
Why?
I couldn't be able to get around
Oh.
if we still have like the tables and everything set up.
Oh no. Those
No.
would be torn down.
Like
Oh, well,
everything
then
on
no.
the stage.
Oh, then no. I don't
Shoot,
care.
they were talking about preaching.
Mm-hmm.
Him preaching with it. He'll look at it all tonight. I can't wait for him to see it.
That's
But
exciting.
it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So,
Yeah.
if you haven't registered,
Yeah.
please do.
Yeah.
But know this too: if you don't register, you're still invited.
Yes.
True.
Yep. Exactly. So this is the link.
Except for
Foundation
breakfast.
Church FL, right.
Don't show up for
FoundationChurchFL.com. Click events, and then you'll see both. You'll see Fearless conference, and you will see breakfast as well. It'll look like that breakfast thing right there. So make sure you do both if available, because there's limited space at the breakfast.
Well,
I don't
breakfast is
know.
closed.
It is
It's
closed
done.
now.
It's-
okay.
there's no
okay.
seats
Sorry,
available.
no breakfast.
It's done.
Done. Sorry. Well, it happens. Okay. So yeah. But you can come to the conference. So please do. What else? This is what it looks like. Tomorrow we start at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6. So get here. And then Friday, 10 a.m. Doors open at 9. And then 7 p.m. Doors open at 6. And then you will not be allowed to the breakfast. So don't come. Don't show up at 8:30. We're going to turn you away.
Oh yeah.
And then
That's true.
you can come back at 10 now. So if you do get turned away, I'm sorry, but also you can come back at 10. You can hang out and TikTok in the what's it called, parking lot. Okay, that's that. So foundationchurchfl.com, click events, and make sure you register. We can't wait to see you.
That's
Very
so
exciting.
true. Hold on, because
That's
I'm getting
okay.
texts. I'm putting my thing on Do Not Disturb.
got-
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's it. But we've got this guy out there. I've got this to show.
Oh
So do you want
my
me to do? What do you want to
gosh.
do? What do you want to talk about? Because I confirmed this with her. So do you want me to go through my
Let's do
things?
that. Yeah, let's do your things.
Okay, let me do this real quick. So if you're on Rumble, hello, let us know in the comments who's watching and where you're watching from. I can see a couple of you. Daniel's in there. Skunk71. I don't know who you are, so drop your name. Drop your name over there. Anne-Marie, hello.
Maybe they just want to stay skunk.
No, Skunk71, let me know who you are. Help a girl out. I want to know. But if you want to stay anonymous, it's fine. We've had a couple of them that didn't want to tell us who they were. Hey, Sharon, I figured you were in here somewhere, but you didn't say hello yet. But hello. I'm so glad you guys are here. We are going to get into some questions today, but before we do, make sure you like, share, repost if you're on Rumble. Make sure you like that little option on the side. Make sure you're following us too. That helps. Black robe is an option as well. I'm going to go a little different today. Got to change it up a little bit. Black robe is always an option. That's our own platform. They can't control us over there. And YouTube, also an option. Not our favorite. Neither is Facebook, but those two are there. We're going to use and abuse. Sorry, guys, but we're not besties right now. So Holly from Missouri, it's very nice to have you on here. Thanks for not staying anonymous. And
Following the rules.
I know, right? Okay, so just do all the like, share, all the stuff. We're not live on TikTok right now, but there are plenty of TikTok stuff coming up soon. So hold hold strong.
Hold the line.
Hold the line, guys. Before we get there, send your questions in, askhope@hopehotline.com. And so you can send anything in at all. But also, Natalie will be coming on Friday the 29th. So please send those questions in. Anything you have from previous episodes that you saw with her that sparked your interest, any questions that relate to medical field, holistic, all that kind of stuff too. If you're dealing with stuff right now and you're trying to find the best way to do it, she might even drop some hints for you guys. So she's an open book, that girl. So I love that. She's not like, oh, well, I don't want to talk about this. Like, she just says it. And I love that. She is the best. We're on Instagram. You can get our merch at foundationchurchfl.com. Just click on shop. We are all over TikTok. So the Hope Hotline is on TikTok. We got hope. We're going to pause for a second with that 937 followers. Whoop, whoop.
I know. It's
Look
like
at those numbers too.
Like it's not even, it makes no sense whatsoever. But I am now getting people like saying, this is my favorite.
Yeah.
I love this.
I know. I'm glad it's music to my ears when you say this makes no sense, because I have been preaching that since day one.
I know.
It doesn't make sense. And we're just going to keep on keeping on. And we did. And all of a sudden we start seeing patterns and we're like, you know what? People love that, name that tune. And so if you,
They love questions.
They love questions too.
They love
do.
God.
They do.
Like if you talk about God,
Yeah.
they love, I mean, like one of my conversations about God has over like 140 now, people who've now followed me. Like it doesn't
Crazy.
make sense whatsoever.
No, it
Like the
doesn't.
things that go viral, you
Right.
just sit there, but name that tune is killing it.
I was going to say that one's very consistent. They are loving that. And they love that you don't always know, so they get to know, because people love being knowers.
And they love thinking I'm an idiot.
They do. They do. Well, they love that you, like, they hate that you don't know rock. Like, how dare
my
you
gosh.
love a certain genre?
Did you do?
And they're
yacht rock
screaming.
yet?
Oh, we did. We did.
That
we
was
did.
that was a fan favorite.
It was a fan
It's-
favorite.
It always
It was a
is.
fan favorite, but there's some she didn't know about, some of the alternative music, and they were like, pull her Gen X card. How dare her not know that?
Oh,
Oh
And I'm
yeah,
like,
Gen
just because
Xers,
we
man,
don't-
they're not.
they don't mess around.
But
They
I'm
do
like,
not mess around.
keep commenting.
They get
keep
offended
commenting.
fast.
Keep that algorithm going.
Yeah,
So we love a good commenter. But
Yeah.
yeah, she's almost at 1,000. So you want to go check those out. Go see what's going on over there. It's fun. And then Vanessa and I am on TikTok as well. And Talia and
look at Talia with
Kaya.
almost 2,000.
I know I haven't updated it though. So if you've gotten some new ones,
I think I have.
okay, probably a few. And then we've got Sarah and Norma as well. And
No.
so she stays on there just to encourage
Your
her.
handshake one.
Just to encourage her to keep posting, because we love Norma. So, and then coming back to us,
Oh, wait a minute, Tom.
I've got
Tom's got a
wait, Where's
TikTok.
Tom's? Yes, he does. Hold on, I might not have
Like
pulled
this
it
is
yet.
crazy. I looked earlier today. He had
know.
60
I know.
followers. He's not even barely a week old.
Yep, it's true.
I was
Little
killing
over a
myself
week.
to get that many people.
I know, and people like it too, which is really crazy, because we know how TikTok can be. So you can watch it but not like it. So people are actually engaging with them as well.
Yeah, that's wild.
I
And
know.
he's like only got like 200 per each video,
Yeah, right.
which
No,
is insane to have that many followers when you
know,
don't
people-
have that many watching.
Yep, he's got 61 right now. But I'll get that little.
He gained one since
He did.
about 2 hours ago.
He did. He's doing his thing over here, and I appreciate.
We're
that.
going to spread the gospel, people.
We're gonna get it out there one way or another. Like it or not, we're coming for you.
But TikTok's hasn't seen nothing yet.
I know. I love it. I love it.
So.
We're just getting started.
That's right.
But yes, so we do have that other thing that I don't know if you wanted
Oh,
to mention.
yes, let's
and
talk
I've
about
got-
this.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Because this is not good.
Yeah. This is
Like
pretty
what's
wild.
happening in, I sent you that
You did.
thing.
And it wouldn't let me download. It didn't have an option. So I was going to screen record, but I didn't.
Okay,
because I
I'm a
forgot.
weather freak
I know, I
now.
totally forgot. I
I'm
know.
a weather.
I love weather.
Like.
I know.
I was never really into the weather until recently, because I think Hurricane Ian changed things for me. I mean, I
Yeah.
lived through Charlie, but I wasn't really affected by Charlie, even though it was right down the road.
Right.
But like compassion, man, for these people.
True. Because you know.
But okay, North Carolina, the water was how high? The waves out there in that
So
sea.
this was the forecast that they were saying. So wave height forecast. up to 16 feet for anything that's that green, that neon green color. So
Yeah.
that's kind of that's the issue right where that Virginia Beach area is. And then
Yep.
up to 21 feet because that yellow is touching there. So the problem is it got so big, even though it's a Cat 2, it got so big that it kept spreading out. So that's kind of the problem with this one. So yeah, it's only a Cat 2, but there's so much pushing in. And you can see the rotation. It's pushing it all in because it's rotating the way a hurricane rotates. So you can you see it like kind of push into the United States.
Yeah, well, okay, so right now it's right in front of North Carolina and South Carolina, and they're suffering.
Yeah.
They're like, what's that name of that place that it's beautiful?
The Outer
Cape
Banks?
something, Outer Banks.
Outer Banks, yeah.
The Outer Banks. I just like, oh my gosh.
Right.
Like, it's not pleasant. That's like all those houses that are on those stilts. And now we have, and oh, great. Look at her. She's ready to share more hurricanes coming. But like really, I'm not kidding with you guys. Like, we need to be praying for
Correct.
the East Coast all the way from South Carolina up, because they are going to be very affected by this. And what people don't know is a lot of times you believe like the insurance companies are going to have your back and they're going to help you and they're going to be there for you. They absolutely are not there for you. They absolutely are all about themselves, and they have no desire to do what is right. So not a big fan in any way, shape, or form. Never, ever, ever trust the insurance field, because it's a crock crap.
Yep.
And so for all these people, I just feel for them, because you think that, you know, you're going to, if you lose something, if you're a Christian, whatever you lose will be restored because God is faithful. But a lot of these people are not saved, and a lot of these people are not believers. And I feel for them. I really do. So show the next one.
Yep. This is the one that the three that are coming. And then this one was the last one that we just did. So that's where it's at.
So,
And then the wave one. We have those three.
okay. So those three ones are the ones that you were already showing.
Yes, this one. Yep.
That one
Yep.
is ones that have already happened.
No, these are
Yep.
possible developments.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
So, and is there the potential that they'll go right out into the
So what I heard with this most recent one behind Aaron, which is that middle X, is that it's going to follow the same pattern
Okay.
that Aaron did, is what they're kind of thinking, because the high and low pressures and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But there's another one after that. So it's how active it is this early on that's kind of like concerning people.
Yeah. It's all those ones that come in from Africa, man.
Tell you. But you know what? What was the one that we just, Milton? Which one was the one that happened in the Gulf?
Helene.
Helene was Gulf?
Helene was Gulf. And
Okay.
so was Milton.
Okay. So those were, I thought they both did. So that was an issue.
Helene was devastating because that's what took out Asheville, North Carolina.
Yes.
That's what took out parts of, I believe, West Virginia.
Yep.
Yep. A storm surge.
And
That
the storm
was
surge.
crazy.
And that's what
Yes.
we got most of our
And
work
ours
from.
was the storm surge with the
Yeah.
peninsula, the little, what do they call that thingy? That
Oh, the no, that's not the peninsula. That
goes, so
is-
the
peninsula is
Pensacola
down here.
is here, and it was this area right there at the
Panhandle.
curve, Panhandle.
Oh, I thought
But
that was Pensacola.
Pensacola is the Panhandle, but they also said the Panhandle was this part.
Gotcha.
It's the part that curves, if I remember right. So, but there was one area that just got annihilated from that.
Yeah,
So,
they did. You're right. So that's that's concerning that
Yeah.
we're very active, and it is August. So pray. Let's just
Yeah.
pray against stuff, because if these are anything to do with man-made, I'm not saying they are. It's just saying words out loud. But if they are, then we need to pray against evil. So, and we have the authority to do that.
I do
So-
believe they're man-made.
Well, then even more
So
so.
I will say it. I believe they start out as something and then we assist them.
I agree.
That's what I believe. So
Fair
there's
assumption.
always been hurricanes,
Correct.
always. But there were years that there were when the hurricanes came, they were usually turned into tropical storms. Now there are no tropical storms.
Right
When we
now
first
it's
moved
Cat
there.
Everything is a hurricane, and it's like a 3 to 5.
Right. Yeah.
Unheard of.
No, it's-
I don't care what anybody
No,
says.
nah.
Yeah.
When I first moved down here, it was like it was like a span of 10 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where there was nothing.
Right.
Yes.
You're right. Yep.
And then all of a sudden, it's
All of
just
a
been
sudden,
like
so busy.
One right
back
after
to
the other.
back.
Yep. It's crazy talk.
It's
crazy.
I do believe. I agree with you. I believe it's evil.
Yep.
So
I do.
not a big fan.
Me either.
But go ahead.
Okay, before we move on, there's Pastor Tom. His 61 followers. We updated it.
I mean, he's not even had this account.
No, we yeah, it's been a little over a week.
That's crazy.
I know.
If people listen, a lot of you guys are like, I don't do TikTok. It's China, and I get it, but it's like one of the biggest ways, and I'm not kidding you. I was Miss Skeptic
Yeah.
until Tracy, but it is a huge way, and it has like it's a huge way to share the gospel, but all over the world. I mean, millions and millions of people you will never see, never talk to,
Right.
live in other countries that Instagram and Facebook are never going to touch because those are all your sphere of influence. These people
Right.
are not even close.
Right.
I have no sphere of influence really that follow me
Yeah.
to speak of. I maybe have 20.
Yep.
And the rest of all these people are people who do not know me and now interact. I mean, it is a great opportunity to share Jesus.
Yeah.
And so we're going to use it. If they're going to let us, we're going to use it
Right.
because we'll win as many people as we can to the Lord
Yeah.
and disciple believers. But it's crazy. I did not buy into it. And Tracy's like, I'm telling you.
Yeah. I just saw so many people, especially a few years ago, people were just going viral. It was like the wild, wild west. Like,
Well, I think COVID
Yes.
is what really set TikTok apart because
Really?
everyone was, quarantine or whatever, and they all flocked to social media, especially TikTok.
Right.
And so a
Really?
lot of people went viral during
at
that time.
at that time too, during COVID, everybody was just like dancing, and it was just fun.
Yeah.
Like it was just like an escape from because Facebook was all the drama, all the politics,
drama.
all you're killing my grandma, you're all
Yeah.
the stuff, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Instagram was photos, which was cute.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
on
Cutesy.
TikTok, everybody loves
Everyone
videos.
was being silly.
Yeah, the reels weren't even popular then.
No.
Right,
Was
you
there
know?
Christian stuff going on TikTok at that time?
Not really. Not that I saw on my page.
wasn't-
Mine was like dancing and in those like funny like the trending where you're talking like over somebody else's thing.
like,
Like,
oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
really
yeah,
big.
yeah.
You know, where you're just being silly. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like Musically was, which is what it
Yeah.
originally started as, but it wasn't always, it's just like funny trending sounds. But
Yeah.
the dancing thing was huge. And people loved that because it was escape from all the drama.
True.
Yeah.
But then it went crazy and I was here for it.
It's pretty wild.
It is wild.
Yeah.
It is wild.
I wasn't on TikTok during that time.
Crazy. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think the thing that you said that's kind of the biggest kind of like light bulb is that it is outside your sphere of influence. So, it's important to reach the people that you have. And you probably already are. But then like I went Facebook Live right before I came here and I had like 4 people just watching me and I would never be able to connect with them. And I was just telling them about our conference and even if they can't come to watch it. But like I could never reach them if how the heck, like I could walk
No.
around and try to get people to talk, but they chose to come on my live and watch it. So it's just like, it's almost like easy fishing, like fishing in a pond
Yeah.
that's fully stocked, like they're going to gravitate towards you. If you have an anointing on your life and you're willing to preach the gospel, like put yourself out there, just read scripture,
And sometimes it's what's so crazy is like you don't have to just stick to that, which is
True.
like what I'm not doing. That what
So
I'm
true.
doing is I'm reeling them in with one thing,
Yep.
all the while they are going to see where I am talking about, and it takes some people off, and I lose some followers. I don't care.
Right.
I'm not. I mean, I do want to grow it, but it's not. I'm not trying to grow it for my personal gain. I'm trying to grow it for his personal gain. So if somebody wants absolutely nothing to do with God, so be it. I
Right.
don't care.
Yeah.
But for those who I might win, that's really what I care about.
I know.
You know,
I know.
And sometimes it's like that one question where people, the one that went crazy, where it was talking about people who are church hurt, that really helped. Like that helped people who were in the middle of having to deal with that same situation.
Yeah.
But it was really crazy to see pastors saying, like, this is real.
Right.
This is like real stuff.
Right.
And then for people who were church hurt and they were like, I never thought of it like that.
Right. Well, the thing that you say that I love is like, if you get hurt at your job, it's not like you're like, well, okay, well, I'm never going back to my job again. You get over it because you need to get paid. And then vice versa, you getting hurt by people. Like people hurt you guys too. And that you just don't show up for church because you're mad at them. Like, why do we have the ability to just be like, well, you hurt my feelings. I'm not coming on Sunday. Like, what?
Yeah.
So I think that it was kind of like eye-opening for people to be like,
Well, it's so funny because they were like, I never even like that. Like, I never even looked at things like as a relationship, boyfriend girlfriend relationship.
Right.
They like never even. And it's so funny because I mean, there's been plenty of times I've listened to people say stuff and I've been like, that's like a little light bulb goes off.
It just clicks. Right.
But God will put the right people at the right time to hear the right things.
Exactly.
And so that's what I love about TikTok.
Me too.
Like, I don't watch a lot of TikTok. I'm not a consumer. I'm really a producer.
Right.
But, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be a consumer to really use it for God.
Yeah.
So,
And when people say don't go on something, I'm always like,
why is that?
why? I know, because we're so quick to like be listener, like to be followers. But who are we following? The government says don't go on it. Like, do we trust the government?
No, I don't think the government was telling us not to go on it. They were actually encouraging. That's why I was like, I ain't doing TikTok.
Oh,
Because
really?
I didn't. Well, the thing was, is that meant, which I don't know why I was so stupid in thinking this, but the rationale after I started processing, I'm like, that makes absolutely no sense. Hope you're an idiot, but. Is like you don't want China to have all your information.
Right.
Okay, well, if you've gone on Shein or if you've gone and purchased anything in any way, shape, or form,
Amazon.
they have your information.
Pretty funny does. I don't know. It's
So
not
what's
coming
the
from TikTok.
difference?
Right.
I mean, they can literally look up all your information. They can look up my information right now.
Same
Without
thing with those
being and
DNA
doing all those
tests.
things.
Like I've
Yeah.
heard people say,
Oh,
"Oh, I'm
yeah.
not giving the government my DNA." They have it already.
They could get it if they wanted it.
Yeah, like my husband, he was in the military.
Right.
They literally
They
have
have
everything.
Yes.
They have Tom's because Tom worked for the
Yeah.
sheriff's office.
Yep.
So, but that's how they're solving crimes, guys.
True, and like there's even a disclaimer, like because there's been like family drama that happens, like people who are like putting their DNA in, and then they're like finding like lost siblings,
Right.
that
Yeah.
they didn't even know existed.
That happened to my grandfather.
What?
Yes. He didn't know that he had like I forget what sibling or if it might have been a sibling. I have to find out what it was. But yeah, he had a whole other part of his family that he didn't know about.
I just watched a documentary.
Oh, I love it. Tell
Okay.
me. Tell me.
What's the name?
I'll find out because I can't remember it. But it was about an infertility doctor.
Oh,
Yes.
wait, yes.
Yep.
Have you seen this one?
No,
Heard of
I
it.
heard of it.
It's so good.
Okay.
About an infertility doctor who was helping families with infertility
Yep.
have children. The problem is they were all his children that he was fertilizing inside women.
Could you?
And now there's
But he was
hundreds
just
of these kids
helping.
in a small town, in a town
Oh, that's
that
a
are
little
related
dangerous.
to each other.
Yeah, that's
And now, like, they could be married to one another.
No, didn't that happen? One girl was like
Married to her
husband
brother.
was
No.
one of the people.
No, I
boyfriend.
didn't see that in that documentary. That might have happened. There might have been one that might have
Oh
happened,
my
but they're
gosh.
finding people left and right.
That's
it's still
crazy.
happening
I'd
to
be
this
so
day.
pissed.
I'd be
Hundreds
so
of them.
mad because you paid
He
good
lied
money
about
for
it.
that, right? Of course.
He lied about it for so long until
So
they
gross.
got his DNA. They
That's
forced
mental
him.
illness right there.
Didn't he think he was like helping them? Did
Well,
like-
he's delusional,
Right,
and
right.
then he was like to the two people that were like, "You're evil."
Yeah.
They're his children,
Right.
by because they destroyed like a husband and a wife. They think it's their kid. And the husband has to find out that's not my kid.
Oh,
Yikes.
yeah.
So he's devastated families. There was absolutely no reason for him to do this.
Okay.
No.
He just wanted to.
Oh, wow.
That's sick.
And then when he gets caught, and then the kids, his children, not by his wife, but other women, when they are like, we're exposing you, and the newspapers start calling, and he's like, calls them up, gives them what for, because he's not a very nice man to begin with, calls them up, gives them what for, and tells them they're destroying his life.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Silly boy.
Like, you have no idea what you're doing to me and my family and my wife and
Oh
our
my
relationship.
gosh.
Hello.
Yikes.
What about all the men and women,
Listen,
or the women
you made
you
your bed, now
impregnated
lie in
and,
it.
and
Sorry.
the husbands you destroyed their lives?
Right.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
I
But
just-
that's how delusional people are.
Yeah. I just saw another documentary the other day,
Okay.
The Biggest Loser.
Me too.
Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet. Is it good?
It's
Worth
3
it?
episodes.
Yeah,
It's,
I fall asleep during them, so I can't really say I watched them.
I felt like they could have gone deeper. You know, they kept it very surface level, but I used to be obsessed with that show.
Oh,
back
I
in the
never
day.
watched it.
No,
But I watch these documentaries and I fall asleep. Unless they are like 45 minutes. That's all you're going to get
The
from
one
me.
we watched, or the one you had on and I sat down, the ice skating one and everything about them cheating.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, but that one was only for like an hour.
Yeah.
And then it moves on to another one.
That was
I can only do that
Talia
long.
was with me. We were watching a documentary on
yeah.
cults, and I'm sitting there and I look at Talia and I go, I think I was in a cult.
Oh, my
That's
gosh.
when she learned. And then they
And
called
then we called
me.
Tracy right away. It was like, Tracy, Vanessa was in a cult.
It could have been.
So funny. That's when they realized it
Could've
all
been.
came to fruition.
It's interesting. I don't watch TV, right? But
Right.
those documentaries, man, they
They're
reel
fascinating.
you in.
Ugh, they're so
I
good.
watched one with Jeff on Waco. You know Waco. That
Oh,
was
I
like
watched
the
that one,
huge-
but I fell asleep during that too. But go ahead.
And at the very beginning, when they're kind of developing the story, I look at Jeff. I go, you know what? This guy is a nice guy. He's like, that's why you would be in a cult, Vanessa.
If it wasn't for Jeff.
You thought he was a nice guy?
Well,
he did
at
seem
like
nice.
episode
What?
one.
Yeah, he seemed nice on episode 1.
Episode
I might
one,
have
he
fell
was a
for it
decent
on
guy,
episode
but he
1.
was trying to
Yeah.
set the hook to
Right. Right. That's what the enemy does.
exactly.
It's got to be cute and get you.
Okay, he was not cute.
No.
He was hideous.
Listen, I don't remember. What
On
he
top
looked
of that, like, they said he wasn't even a nice guy.
The way they made him look on
the side.
episode one, I was just like, oh, he's a nice guy. He was just trying
nice
to be like
fella.
good to the community and like.
That is funny.
Yeah, you can never, ever leave Jeff.
No, and
Literally.
that is
'Cause I'm
exactly
afraid
why
of what you would do.
the Lord was like, this is your husband, and he's going to take care of you all the days of your life.
Oh my god.
That's scary. That's frightening.
I do feel like I wear rose colored glasses. Like
Yes.
I'm like the cup is always half full for me.
Yeah, I love that for you.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah.
Just stay with Jeff.
I
that's all.
always expect the best.
That's okay. That's
Always.
great. I love
Yes. You should do
that.
that.
You should.
You should definitely do
Yes.
that. Oh my gosh. I did not know, and I probably did, but I forgot. But I started watching the Oklahoma bombing too.
Oh,
But I
I've
fell
not
asleep
heard of that
during
one.
that.
Just a
That's
sleepy
another
girl.
documentary. But I didn't know that that guy that did the Timothy McVeigh, I had to think, he actually showed up at the Waco thing because he was one of those he was one of those like militia people.
Okay.
He showed up at Waco supporting the people and not the government, but supporting the people that were trying to make the stand in Waco, that cult. Then apparently when he bombed the Oklahoma building, it was over Waco, supposedly.
Interesting.
Oh.
Interesting.
That is interesting. They're probably all.
I don't
together.
buy all of that because, I don't buy what we're told to begin with because a lot of it's a lie. But just saying. Interesting.
Very.
I would love to finish one of these things so I actually
right?
know the middle because I always watch the beginning for about 20 minutes.
That's funny.
Fall asleep for about 45. Wake up for about 10.
There's one that I want to check out. It's this woman who like lied about having cancer and like started.
Oh,
Ann.
she's the
Amanda?
Instagram.
Ann.
She's a,
Ann.
Ann.
What is it? Oh,
She's that Instagram
Yep.
influencer
Oh,
or
no,
something.
she raised
another
all
one.
this money.
I started watching it, but I fell asleep.
Oh my
I did. I
gosh.
promise you. I started.
Does it?
I couldn't do it.
I never started it, but I thought that was fascinating. I was like, what? Who pretends to have cancer?
Apple cider vinegar or something like that. What was it called? I watched both.
Apple
of them.
cider vinegar, maybe.
Is it?
Like she was selling a lot of organic remedies, a lot of recipes, that kind of thing. And then
It is apple cider vinegar. Mm-hmm. That's one of them. And then Inventing Anna is the other one. Did you see
No, I
that
didn't
one?
see that one, no.
That one is
Two
wild.
separate people?
Yes, 2 separate ones. So good. Inventing Anna, she literally was like broke and convinced people that she was a millionaire. It was in New York City. Most incredible story. She was in jail because she scammed a bunch of people for real. And so watch that one.
The actor for that is great. I love that actor.
So good.
oh my gosh.
So
Are
good.
these documentaries? Are they movies?
Oh, no. Documentaries. I can't say that word. It's one of
'cause
my words.
I don't have time for movies. I don't have time for documentaries.
I was going to say. I think
Apparently I fall
it's the
asleep.
Oh
Tom
my
always says
God.
she has only
No.
2 speeds. Go and stop.
true. You're like your dog
That is true.
on and off.
I am. But
That's funny.
whatever.
Okay.
Okay. That I don't even know what we were
I
doing.
don't
Are you
either.
done?
I'm done.
Okay, we could do a question. Oh
do
my
it.
gosh. Like I don't even know where we
I
were
don't
going
either.
or how we got there.
Me either. Surprise, surprise.
I don't know.
Okay.
So let's do a question
Okay.
and then we'll do sponsors.
Perfect.
It says we listen to Tom every Sunday. Don't live local and believe what he says about healing, even though I'm still working on my healing. I was in a Bible study with a friend of mine that is a pastor, and when they would pray for guidance for the doctors to help with chemo, etc. Never would they pray for healing, and when I asked why, they said it isn't always God's will to heal everyone, and pointed to these 2 scriptures, and of course, Paul and his thorn in the side, which we interpreted as an eye condition. Since listening to Tom and Andrew Womack and studying the word, I am sensitive to what I hear the word means. I haven't been comfortable in this Bible study because I feel like they aren't really teaching the power of the Holy Spirit and what we have in Christ. I've learned so much, but didn't have an answer for these 2 scriptures. Can you explain these 2 for me so I understand them better? 1 Timothy 5:23, why didn't Paul heal Timothy and instead told him to use a little wine for the sake of your stomach and your frequent ailments? And then the next one was 2 Timothy 4:20. Why did Paul leave Trophimus sick? Oh, it's sick. Trophimus, she put stick, but I think it's sick. Yeah. I think, was this a woman or was this a man?
I think it was a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, that I remember.
I didn't want to call him a her by accident. Why did Paul leave Trophimus sick and militus and not heal him? Thank you so much for your podcast. Okay, so we're going to look at the 2 scriptures that you mentioned. First one is 1 Timothy 5:23. Is don't drink only water. You ought to drink a little wine for the sake of your stomach because you are sick often. This was Paul saying this to Timothy. The next one was 2 Timothy 4:20, which is Erastus stayed in Corinth and I left Trophimus sick in Miletus. Okay, so that's the 2 scriptures. We're going to go back to 1 Timothy 5:23, which is don't drink only water. You ought to drink a little wine for the sake of your stomach because you are sick so often. I'm going to make this super easy. To understand because it's not complicated, right? I think a lot of times we make things complicated. It's not that he was sick with an ailment or he was sick with a sickness, illness, or disease. Okay. He was sick. Like if you go to Mexico and you drink the water, you might not want to do that because what they have in their water versus what you have in your water is 2 different things. And they were not clean. The water wasn't purified and the rivers weren't always like, they had germs, they had bacterias. And so a lot of things like if you look in I think it's Leviticus, Deuteronomy, no, it's Leviticus, there's rules that the Lord gave for the Israelites in purifying even their drinking water to even what they could eat. And he removed certain things from what they could eat. And a lot of people think that's because God dictated even what they could eat. No, he was specifically saying, don't eat things like, don't eat certain fish, don't eat certain pork, don't eat certain animals, specifically because they could kill you because they have toxins. They don't, like if you killed them and you ate them and they were bad, you like shellfish. We all know clams. Oysters, not good. I mean, I like them, but if you get the wrong one, you're going to be sick. Well, the Lord knew that, so he's like, just stay away from it. Stick to the things that, because they didn't have refrigerators and they didn't have a way to preserve certain things, stick to these things, you'll be fine. It wasn't like he was trying to mandate, you can't eat this and you can't eat that. That's not how it works. Well, that's what Timothy was dealing with. Timothy was dealing with, just like Aaron went to, I think, wasn't it Italy?
It was Morocco.
Morocco. This is the best story on the face of the earth. He goes to Morocco. He has done really good not to drink the water. Only to drink bottled water. But then he ate something.
He got seafood.
Thank you, but what was it? It was a stew, I believe.
He just told me. No, it was just because they cooked the shrimp, or they had.
But
they
with
had
the water.
seafood sitting in the water.
Yes, but it was like a stew or something.
No, I think it was just the seafood was marinating in their water, and then they cooked it. And then, like,
Okay,
I could
well,
be wrong, but he just told me, and that's what I remember from.
dang it. So, like, you can't even do that, okay? You can't. He did not even drink, but I feel like,
It could have been, but
I wish I had him. I would ask him.
Let's call
It's going to
him.
drive me crazy. What?
Let's call him.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, phone a friend.
Okay, I'm phoning a friend.
Phone a friend. So he, well, it's not for you. It's for me because I'm going to go crazy if I don't know it. But so he ate this food. Okay, it wasn't even, he didn't even drink anything. He ate food that had been in their water, and he was sick on the air flight home. Air flight, the airplane ride. On the flight home, he was sick every 10 minutes. Diarrhea. Norma, I'm not going to, you know what the deal is. That, like, he blew up that bathroom like there's no tomorrow. Like, is he telling you? So he had to wait for it to get out of his system. There's nothing you do at. So Paul is basically saying to him, drink a little wine.
Okay.
Because the wine was from grape. Well, the wine wasn't, when they did wine, is originally grape juice, but grape juice ferments. Just like if you get, what's that, kombucha? Kombucha?
Yep.
If you get kombucha, like, you better drink it within a right amount of time,
True, because it
or
turns into booze.
it will ferment.
Oh, yeah, watch out.
And I love kombucha, but I won't, like, you can tell when it starts turning, and I'm like, it doesn't even taste good.
No.
I
Gross.
love it, but when
Ugh.
it starts when
a
it starts
fan.
turning, no, because it's basically all fruit. What was it? What did
So he was in Spain, but it was during the Morocco trip, and it was farmed food. So the food was farmed, and so he said that's what made him sick. And he said it was 17 hours though it was the worst 17 hours of his entire life.
It's a great story,
Poor thing, 17 hours.
but so
I
that's
didn't.
the thing. It wasn't that he was really sick. It was that Paul is saying, stay away from the
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Drink a little wine, stay away from the water. Give your stomach a break. That nobody ever has said that Timothy, like, that he had a sickness, illness, or disease.
Right.
They can't prove that. But and people will say that wine does. I don't know how true this is,
let's
but
chat.
like grape juice, they're the best. Their wine that was the best was grape juice. It was pure. Like when Jesus made water into wine, it was grape juice, and that's why they said you save the best. Usually we get the best at the beginning. You save the best for last,
Right.
and that's because it was so good.
Right.
Okay. What are you finding out from me?
If it does help your stomach or not, and most likely not. Too much alcohol actually irritates your stomach, and they said that there's certain polyphenols. Is that right, Vanessa? That may promote good gut bacteria.
So
but
does
there's
grape
other
juice?
ways.
Does grape juice?
I wonder if it was more to purify the water than it was to settle his stomach.
Probably.
Don't drink
juice.
only water. You ought to drink a little wine for the sake of your stomach because you are sick so often. So what part of that is like what? Tell me about the purification of the water.
I wonder if the wine was to like treat the water so that when he drank it, it wouldn't hurt his stomach. I don't know. This is just my brain.
Well, a good back then. When they made the water, or they made wine, it was 20 times more water than it was the juice. So whatever percentage was water, there was more water than juice, but 20 times that. A lot from the studies that I've had, they could do it. It varied, but most of the time they did more water than they did juice.
Okay, so this is interesting. In biblical and ancient times, wine was safer than water, and it says that water was often contaminated, like you said. Ancient sources like wells, rivers, and weren't treated or filtered. Alcohol in the wine kills bacteria. Mixing a little bit of wine with water helped disinfect it.
Which is what they did. They would put the two together, and more one than the other.
So wine has antiseptic properties due to the alcohol and the polyphenols, I guess is what it is. It could reduce harmful microbes. So diluted wine was common. People often drank watered wine, like you were just saying, Hope, 1 part wine to 3 to 10 parts water to make water safer and wine less intoxicating. But yes, adding wine to water helped reduce illness from dirty water.
So he's just basically saying, because I think Timothy,
pretty
that's
much
all he was
purifying
drinking.
his water.
Because you're drinking bad water all the time.
And so it wasn't to do with his, it wasn't treating anything in his body. It was treating the water.
Yeah, I think it was, I think a lot of times too is he didn't want to be drunk, right? Because a lot of it probably got fermented, and it got fermented somewhat fast. And he was probably trying to be pure. But at the same time, or maybe he just didn't like the taste and he likes water better. But at the same time, the water was not good.
Yeah.
So it's not. So the Bible study, you need to go back to that Bible study and say,
Sorry.
that's not going to fly.
Try again.
That's not going to fly.
Also, shouldn't Jesus be our example? You know what I mean?
Well, he did drink wine.
Right, but not
at the
for
Passover.
ailments.
No.
Not, you know what I mean? If we're why pick this one verse, this one time that possibly maybe his stomach was bothering him? But it was I love Paul. I think Paul's amazing. And I look to him for a lot of stuff, but it's Jesus first. You know what I mean? And if Jesus healed every time.
Yeah, but this Bible study doesn't believe that Jesus heals every time.
But he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show me a Bible verse where Jesus did not heal.
Right.
Well, he didn't. Okay, he didn't heal every time.
When
That's
the people
truth.
didn't come to him, though.
No.
Okay,
No,
tell
that's
me.
not true.
Tell me.
In the town of Bethsaida,
Right.
and in his own hometown,
Right.
Right.
He couldn't heal them. He could do no mighty work, it says, because of their unbelief. That doesn't mean they didn't come to him. That means when they did come to him, they didn't mix their belief. They didn't have belief with his own. They were skeptical of him and what he said he could do. So that's part of the problem that people don't understand. It didn't say they never came to him. It says that he couldn't. That's the reason why in the town of Bethsaida, when the man came and was blind, he walked him out of that town for miles. Those people followed. There were people that followed him, but he walked that man out because of the unbelief that was in the town. It was so profound. He had to walk him out and lead him. And there he prayed because that was the only man, and he had to pray twice because of it, because of the unbelief. So Jesus did lay hands on people and they didn't recover. And he ended up leaving because of their lack of belief. And he could do no mighty work, it said. So, but it wasn't because of Jesus. It was because of their unbelief. And this is what Tom tries to tell people all the time. And people, for some reason, they don't get it. I don't understand. When you look at the man who had the child and who had the epileptic seizures and was being thrown in the fire, and the apostles, which were disciples at the time, they had just come back with the 70 who had been healing, because Jesus sent them out. And he said, lay hands on the sick and they'll recover. Anybody who will not accept you, take the dust off your feet, or shake the dust off your feet and in your sandals, and go on to the next place. And he told them, don't take anything with you. Remember that? All those guys had just come back. They had seen everything that Jesus had been doing. They had seen. That's why they were so taken aback that when they laid hands on this kid, they didn't see what they had prayed for. The problem is he had an epileptic seizure, and that is I think that caused them to have doubt and unbelief when they prayed over him. It was something that scared them to death. And Jesus, it didn't bother Jesus, because it takes two people. It took the Lord, and that's the reason why whenever he went to somebody, just like that man, he says, do you believe or do you have faith? It's every single time when he laid hands on somebody, he said, do you believe or do you have faith? And that man was at least honest and said, I do believe, but help my unbelief. And that's when Jesus was able to do something, because the man was honest and he was transparent about where he was at. So his belief was more than his unbelief, but he still had unbelief.
Right.
That when Jesus went to those towns, if those people said they believed, but they really didn't, there's nothing he can do. It says, where two or more are gathered in his name, I will do it, right? Those two people have to be in agreement. There's lots of times I've prayed for people and they said they believed. I'm the only one believing. They want to believe, but they've got so much more unbelief that the unbelief is superseding the belief. There's nothing you can do about it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So for me, it's like Jesus is Jesus, but he still had to have cooperation. And if people were not cooperating with him, they're not going to get what they're believing for. That's why he was very dogmatic about it. And he couldn't do things because of people not standing in agreement with him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or do you not? And if you don't agree with what I'm saying, please say, I do agree with you on certain things, but this is where I don't agree with you. So you can do that.
Yeah. So I'm reading Mark. I do agree with you and on a lot of it, because I hear exactly what you're saying. Every time, even the disciples were like, why could we not do this? And it was always unbelief every single time. So that's something that I think a lot of people struggle with. In Mark 6:5, I was reading Bible Hub. I don't know. I was all the way down at the bottom. It says he could not do any miracles there except lay hands on a few sick people and heal them. So it doesn't say either or. It doesn't say that people came and he couldn't heal, and it doesn't say that people didn't come and vice versa. But it does say that. He says he could not do any miracles there except lay his hands on a few people and heal them. And then the next one is he was amazed at their lack of faith. Then Jesus went around teaching from village to village. So that's kind of that gist of that.
That's just that one gospel.
Right. And then, so that's, exactly. That's Mark. I think there was one in Matthew too.
Well, all the four
Matthew
gospels
13:58.
tell a whole bunch, like Luke is way more detailed, but.
Okay. Yeah, it gave me Matthew. But then the other thing, so where I kind of struggle a little bit is that, the dead. So how did Jesus raise Lazarus from the dead and receive, because he obviously didn't have belief because he was dead. So
no, they did. Well, he didn't, but he did. Well, I will tell you this.
Okay.
What did Mary and Martha both say to Jesus when he got there?
You were late.
Yeah. Why did you wait so long? You were late.
But they also said, if you would have been here,
Right.
he would have never died. So they obviously believe. And they also said that they believed because they believed in the raising of the dead.
Yeah.
right? So they obviously had faith, and
Yeah.
they had faith to believe that Jesus, what he said, should come to pass. They believed the words that he spoke. So they were in agreement
Okay.
with when Jesus basically said, I'm going to raise him from the dead. Well, they believed it. So their faith was in unity with his faith. And then on top of that, I would say, and this is speculation on my part, if Lazarus was asked while he was dead, did he believe that Jesus could raise him from the dead? I would guarantee you he probably would have said yes. And the reason I say that is because Mary and Martha was his sister, and they were best friends with Jesus. They were very close with him. And I think all of them knew who he was, and I think all of them didn't doubt what he could do. And they were all in unity on that. But even though Lazarus wasn't alive, Mary and Martha put their faith with Jesus that he could raise their brother from the dead. And I believe that's the reason why it happened.
Okay.
Because they said it. They
Right.
said that he would have never died.
Yeah. No, it's true.
So I think that everything, it's so simple, right? Everything is so simple, and we make things so complicated. Like this Bible study saying God doesn't heal every time. Like, it's so simple. Just read his word. And it clearly says, it's played out. Like, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Like, all you got to do is read the words. All you got to do is read the Lord's Prayer, for crying out loud. It is not complicated.
It's true. But people use what they've experienced to
Yeah.
come up with, because I
Thank
did,
you.
because people will say, I did believe, and people are delusional to a point to be like, they won't even like reflect and say, was there any doubt there? They'll just be like, well, I did believe and it didn't work. And that's it. That's good enough for them.
Yeah. And a lot of times, I agree with you. It's based on personal experience or what they believe. But that's the same thing as when Jesus went into his own hometown and he could do no mighty work. What did they say? We know him. We know his brothers. We know his mother.
We know who he is. Yep.
So because they knew him, because they grew up with him, they didn't believe in him. That's like all those people. They didn't believe. And so you're basing everything on, like you just said, personal experience.
Right. Oh, yeah. All the time I see it.
You can't do that. You have to base everything on the word, no matter how you feel about it,
Right.
because it's truth. And if you can't stand on the one thing, then you can't stand on any of it.
Right. Right. It's a full gospel.
It is. I literally wonder how people, I don't understand this, but how can you believe that your salvation is secured, but you cannot believe that your healing isn't the same? It's as secure as that salvation.
Yep.
How can you believe the one and not believe the other? I would be to me, it's as risky to believe that, when you die and go to heaven, that you're actually saved. To me, they're both risky. They're either dead on right,
Right.
or they're both wrong. Don't stand on the one and not on the other. I don't get it.
I don't either.
How can how can you literally rationalize that?
I know.
But people do.
Yeah.
Yep.
What were you going to say?
I think it's just a lack of reading their word and kind of leaning on their own understanding. Like, because you can't read God's word and have those two viewpoints.
Well, and a lot of people will allow other people to speak in their life, whether it's medical, like professionals. And then once that seed's in there, it's hard to rip it up. It's hard to forget that somebody said something.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think I don't know. For me, I think like believing that healing can and will always happen. It's like, I think people rationalize not believing it because it seems so hard to comprehend when you have to stand in faith for something and you're not seeing it come to fruition. And then you have to sit there and go, like, what am I doing wrong? Or is there something that is there something that either I haven't forgiven somebody for, or you want to hang on to something that you should forgive somebody for? It's like there's so many facets to receiving healing, just like there's so many facets to being saved. Your salvation just doesn't come because you said the prayer.
Yeah.
Your salvation comes with living a 180-degree
Yeah.
lifestyle change. And people don't correlate the two.
Right.
Healing requires you having some understanding of what that entails. Like, who is Jesus? Who is he to you?
Yeah.
And what will he do for you? And what does faith look like? Well, salvation is no different. People just say, oh, I said the sinner's prayer, so I'm saved.
True.
Good luck with that.
Right.
It's the same thing, though.
Yeah.
Like, I can do the salvation thing and absolutely do nothing to get it. I have to do something to get healed. I have to look at myself, or like, why did one time it happen just like this and another time it didn't? Like, there's a little bit of work involved, maybe.
Right.
But there's work involved with salvation.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's when the lie comes in, taking every single thought captive and making it obedient to God instead of making a nice little home for the lie, where it grows and, that seed turns into fruit. Bad fruit, but it turns into fruit.
Yeah. And my thing too is, like, you can see healing in your body instantaneously. You can't see salvation until you die and go to heaven or hell.
Yeah.
Like, so both of them, like, healing at least you can experience now.
Yeah.
Salvation, sorry,
True.
not so much.
True. Very true.
I don't know. For me,
I feel like it's just people nowadays just settling. Like, I feel like that's a common thing I'm seeing is people just settle for, like, the worst now. Like, they don't, like, push to, like, see, like, the higher things. Like,
'Cause they're
settling in
uncomfortable.
relationships, settling in healing. They just, like, they just settle in, like, they're, like, the being poor. It's, like, I feel like people are just, like, settling for everything now. They're not, like...
well, there's
actually-
there's not a lot of drive in a lot of people. There are goal-oriented people, and then most, like... excuse me, if you look at a lot of people's lives, they live their Christian walk out just like they live their professional lives.
Right.
It's true.
It is true.
So if you're just a person that like clocks in
Yep.
8 to 5, you just do barely enough to get by on your job just so you can get that paycheck, but not going to do too much.
Right.
Because it's the man. And the man don't deserve, but just enough, because you're happy with life just getting by, because don't exert yourself too much. Well, most people's Christian walks are very much the same way.
True.
Very true.
And it reflects that.
Yeah, it's parallel.
Yeah.
Everything, whatever you do in life will parallel your spiritual walk almost every single time.
Yeah.
You may talk a good talk, because you might talk a great talk at work, making it sound like you're doing all these things,
True.
True.
but there's no fruit.
Yeah.
Great.
Where's the
Where's the fruit?
promotions? Where's the raises?
Yeah.
But, spiritually speaking, it's the whole big thing too. It's a big old goose egg, just like you
True.
are at work. So
True.
and people never ever look at things like that. They really don't.
Yep.
And they always think someday it'll change. It will never change until you do.
Right.
It's never going to happen.
Faith without works is dead. You need to activate your faith. Walk it out every single day. Be dangerously consistent.
That nobody likes discipline. And disciplining yourself to be consistent is very hard.
Yep.
People always look
Yeah.
at discipline as in, like, you're getting spanked, you're getting, grounded or whatever. No, discipline is teaching yourself in the midst of not really wanting to do something, you do it in
it
spite of
anyways.
that.
Do it anyway.
Yep.
And
You
consistency,
run the race.
consistency
To win.
is hard.
I gotta stop.
It's very hard. So I'm going to finish this one little thing because we'll answer this last little part of this question, which is the last verse that you mentioned, which is 2 Timothy 4:20, which is Erastus stayed in Corinth, and I left Trophimus sick in mellitus. Now, if you look at that word sick, broken down in the Greek, it is, I can't even say the name, but it's astheneo. I can't say it in the Greek, but in English, it's astheneo, which means to be weak, ill, sick, weak, disabled people, invalid, sickness, weakened, weakening. So it doesn't mean that necessarily that when Paul said he left him sick, he could have been just weak. It doesn't mean that he was like he had some sickness, illness, and disease. Now, he might have, but that word also means to be weakened. So if you look at Matthew Henry, the commentary, it says about that particular Trophimus is sick in mellitus. It says, by which it appears that though the apostles healed all manner of diseases miraculously for the confirmation of their doctrine, yet they did not exert the power upon their own friends, lest it should have looked like a collusion. And if you look at the word collusion, which is a secret agreement or cooperation, especially for an illegal or deceitful purpose. So it doesn't mean that Paul left him sick and he left him sick forever. What he did is he left him. He didn't do the healing. And the reason he didn't do the healing is because they didn't want people to think they colluded together. That doesn't mean he stayed sick, though.
Yeah.
Just means Paul didn't heal him because they didn't want it to look like they were doing something fraudulent. But it doesn't mean that he stayed sick. There's a big thing. There's a big difference. He was maybe telling him, I left him sick. Now you heal him because I can't heal him. Does that make sense, ladies?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
You want to add anything else to that?
No.
Because I want to do sponsors.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Let's do sponsors.
Let's do it.
Real Estate Appraisal Associates of Southwest Florida, Inc. is owned by Laura Keller. They have been in business since 2005. They provide the most accurate certified home appraisal service in Southwest Florida. They have upfront pricing with no hidden fees, no waiting for a couple weeks for your appraisal. They will have it done in 2 to 4 days. Why do you need an appraisal? There are many reasons to get one. First, when you sell your home, it removes any concern that you priced it too low, to eliminate paying high estate taxes on a home you inherited, to make sure that you are not paying too much in property taxes because of an inaccurate home valuation. And lastly, so that when you list your home, it's not priced too high and sits on the market for months or longer. Real Estate Appraisal Associates of Southwest Florida are highly trusted and valued, and they have done over 10,000 appraisals. They are locally owned and operated for over 30 years. They are a licensed state certified appraiser and are an expert team. Their appraisals have a 100% money back guarantee. They can provide residential real estate appraisals in the following counties: Charlotte, Sarasota, Manatee, DeSoto, Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Lee. If you give them a call, tell them that you heard about them from the Hope Hotline, you will receive a $50 discount. The phone number to call is 941-743-3700, 941-743-3700. Hanson Automotive Services has been in business since 2017 with 20 years experience. They do everything from oil changes to tires to AC work to engine repair and replacement. They are not just motivated to do their best, they are auto-motivated, and their business lives by Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. You can give them a call at 941-460-3962, 941-460-3962. And the last thing I'm going to add is to that question, because it came to my mind, is that who's to say that Trophimus was left sick because he didn't believe? Maybe he didn't have the faith. So it doesn't mean that Paul lacked healing to be able to heal, because he obviously did. I mean, he left handkerchiefs and people were healed. Just means that maybe Trophimus didn't have faith. Didn't have the, Doesn't mean that God doesn't heal because that guy was left there. Jesus didn't heal everybody either. So it wasn't because of Jesus, though. It was because of lack of faith and unbelief in the people that he was praying for, or in the town that he was in. So that's it. What are you shaking your head for?
Yeah.
You're in agreement.
Yes. Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, we are not going to be here on Friday
Right.
because of the So listen, Thursday night is live streamed. Friday morning is live streamed. That got worked out. Aaron
Praise the Lord.
figured it out. Live streamed every service except
Yay.
for Saturday is live streamed. Saturday will not be live streamed.
Yep.
So Thursday night, Friday morning, Friday night, all live streamed. So make sure you tune in. And lastly, we're going to pray really quickly that Hurricane Aaron does not cause any damage or harm to anyone's property as well as themselves.
Yes.
Heavenly Father, we just come to you right now, and Lord, blow that hurricane way, way out into the water, Lord. Let it touch not one home, one piece of property, anyone's belongings, as well as people. No deaths, no nothing that needs to be fixed. Lord, protect every home, every vehicle, any belongings of anyone in the path of this hurricane. We speak a hedge protection around those properties. We thank you and we praise you for this. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
See you on Wednesday of next week. Bye.